Welcome back. Our next guests have 7 kids between the two of them and have set out on a journey to rewrite the paradigm of the perfect mom.
Through their viral mom truth videos, Kat and Nat say everything moms are thinking but are often too afraid to talk about. Take a look.
Mom truth, mom truth, mom truth, mom truth Friday. Why are we so tired?
Don't look at me like, oh, that mom isn't doing anything about her kids. Are you kidding me?
Drink a glass of wine, coffee. Are you exhausted yet? Get your freaking shoes on! So you gotta ice that puppy. And they have to be functioning humans in this world.
I used to think I was the only one that felt this way until I said it out loud.
I'm not sure why they don't warn you about hemorrhoids. Happy Mom Truth Friday.
Now, the dynamic duo is taking the literary world by storm with their new book, Mom Truths. Please welcome back to the show, Kat Belknap and Nat Telfer. So, Kat and Nat, your friendship dates back to high school, but you really came together in motherhood. That's when it happened, and it started as a community group for moms, and then it transformed. And here you are with more than 1 million followers on social media. You've got a podcast that's going into its 2nd year. You've got this brand new book as well. So tell us about this transition from stay-at-home moms to really entrepreneurial superstars.
That sounded like a lot.
I know.
I'm tired.
I was like, I feel like the transition should be now we're living this like celebrity lifestyle. But at the end of the day, when you're moms of 7 kids, not that much changes. You know what I mean? Other than we've grown an amazing community of supportive, positive women that we get feedback from and they feel like they're a part of something special. That's amazing. But other than that...
We don't look like this. Like if you see us on Instagram or on Facebook, it's usually, we came home from New York and I looked down and I had stuff everywhere and I'd been home for like an hour and I thought, how did this happen so quickly?
My
like
glamorous
I
life
was a
is
disaster
gone.
cooking everywhere. I was like, oh wow. And someone was screaming on the top floor. It's just mom life. We all know it.
Well, that's kind of why you, I think, have resonated so much, is because you were truthful about these, the uglier side, the raw side, the real side of motherhood. And one of the videos that really seemed to strike a chord with your followers was something you talked about, sex. And so you talked about sex before versus after a baby, things that mothers talk about amongst themselves, but oftentimes don't share with the larger world. So talk about why you think this resonated so much.
Well, honestly, after I had a baby, I was the first of my friends to have a baby, and I had realized that things had changed since I had the baby in the bedroom, and I in the boudoir.
Yes, got it.
But then I thought I was literally the only one, because I didn't actually feel like people were talking about it. Like, I know you're comfortable talking about it, but no one in my circle was. So I was walking with a stroller one day with Kat, and I told her, I gotta tell you something. Couldn't look her in the eyes.
I thought it was so serious. I was like, oh no. Like, things are done. What's happening?
I don't want to be friends ananymore. And then I was like, I don't really feel like having sex. I don't have the energy for it. And
Not with me, with her husband. And I was like, I was just like, okay, got it. And then I was like, me neither. And it was like a moment.
I know, it was like an aha moment. And then we realized if we put it out there, like in video and, you know, in our Instagram, and people were saying they felt the same, now we feel so much better about the whole thing.
We get a lot of messages recently of people who've already got the book, and they're like, I opened this and left it on my partner's bedroom, like on the pillow, just so he knows.
I'm not the only one.
I'm normal. That's what they kind of feel like.
But this is what people love, the fact that you get real. And you got real in the book big time. I'm thinking about a particular chapter, and for the sake of daytime TV, we'll call this How to Stop Giving a Crap, literally. What was this moment? Tell us what was going on, this pivotal turning point for you.
Okay, so it was actually really funny we have this chapter in the book, because not only did I have crap on my pants, what I'll get to, it was also the height of Pinterest, where everything was perfect, and everyone looked amazing, and all the food was perfect. And Nat and I were just brand new moms. I had one strapped to me, I had a little one here. We had 5 under 3, and we thought getting a coffee would be so, like, we were gonna kill it as moms and get out there. And I walked down the stairs, and she's like, what's on the back of your pants? And
I was like, please tell me it's chocolate. Please tell me it's chocolate.
Chocolate or poo? And I'm like, it's like, not chocolate. Like, I smelled it, I didn't taste it, don't worry. And I, like, walked back up the stairs, and this thing, brand new thing, was strapped to me, and they were all sweating outside, and I was like, well, we're going. And
I'm like,
she's
you don't want to borrow a pair of pants? She's like, no, let's go.
I was just, it was at a moment where you're so overwhelmed as a mom, and if I took that baby off and put that baby back on and there was crying, I might have lost it myself. So it was like, at this moment, let's keep moving forward. It's just a little poo, you know, in the grand scheme of things. And as moms,
You do.
We've all had bodily functions that aren't ours. I'm sure I do now, you know?
Nat, in the book, you talk about how motherhood actually helped you gain confidence when it came to your body. Tell us the story.
Well, before, I used to never, ever, ever wear anything but a cover-up when you go on vacation. We were all on vacation, and I had bought all the cover-ups. There were bathing suits under there, but I wasn't about to reveal what was under there. And then my kids came up to me, and they said, Mom, do you not know how to swim? And I thought to myself, it wasn't just about not swimming, but it was that I wasn't participating in the fun that we were all having as a family. And so I went to the bar, I got a cocktail, and then I said, this is my moment, and I ripped it off. And from then on, I was
with
like...
my husband, too. So she was like, I am not doing this in front of you. I'm like, me? Come on. And he's not looking at you, and we all went...
And we realized it's more important to have fun and experience, and also, for an example, for our daughters, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
And our sons, you know what I mean? Like, let's be
This
honest.
is what it looks like.
This is a body. We all have them. Like, it's not something, like, let's normalize what a body really is between boys and girls.
Right.
Nat, you also admit in the book that you completely forgot your son's birthday once. And I thought it was so refreshing, right? Because, like, come on. Like, this has happened to...
Positive spin.
To probably,
so
probably
good.
all of us. But tell us about coming to the reality that, hey, I'm not mom of the year, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, when I had my first, I wanted to do everything a little bit more perfect. I wanted to, like, people to look at me and be like, this lady's got it all together. But when I had my fourth, and my mom called me one day and said, I want to talk to the birthday boy. And I looked at everyone and said, who's the birthday boy? And it was my son, and he was 2. And I realized, you know, I can't sweat the small stuff. He's not going to remember this.
The birthday, small stuff, details. The birthday, but yeah.
Maybe if he was 10 or something, but he was 2. And I just came to the realization I can't do it all, and that's okay, but I'm here with him. That's good news. He's alive, and I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
And we laughed about it and sang happy birthday.
You both, in the book, you both talk about the fact that you have very supportive husbands. And I can only imagine how, in a way, as you have become more and more, you're doing a tour, you're not at home as much as you used to be, they've had to kick in extra. So what have you learned about maybe parenthood or about your partners through this whole journey?
Before we go there, I think it's important we let, a lot of women don't have that support, and a lot of women do it on their own, and they might have a partner, but they're still alone. And our husbands grew into the role. So to say that they off the bat were like, you know, we also didn't allow them that role. So I think that together with us stepping away, they were able to step in, but it's not, I think that Instagram does portray a #blessed movement where people feel like everything is perfect. And that's definitely not our case. There's been errors, we're grocery shopping from the road. We're a team rather than, you know, we still carry a bulk of the load even on the road, but they definitely are there. We don't leave lists anymore. We don't, like they handle with the responsibility if someone's sick, they get called. So they grew into a role. They've been amazing.
And a role that I admire sometimes because honestly, they don't overthink it. They don't go to bed at night being like, oh, I yelled at them, I did all wrong, tomorrow's gonna be a better day like we do. They just kind of roll.
They don't say I failed. You know, they don't beat themselves up that they didn't make a glitter jar that afternoon or or you know, got on their level and talked eye level present. And
So
you know,
sometimes we say, what would daddy do?
yeah.
Right? He wouldn't be worried.
It's interesting the way we talk to ourselves, that inside voice, right?
Yes.
So in the age of social media, and you just mentioned it, the #blessed thing, you know, people get really, really judgy, and sometimes it's hard to, I'm sure, block out the noise. But how do you do that and stay true to your own mom journeys?
We have a community of women, and I think a lot of women get a bad rap sometimes. And we have over 1 million women who we probably have got a handful of negative comments. And it's really not about us, it's a reflection of them because they all connect, they all support each other. We go on tour and we have a live show, and women have come alone, and we have seen the women around them encompass them and take care of them, and they've left with a community. So I think that although social media can get you down, it also is a way to lift people up, and our community is exactly that, and it's where people are. I think women are just craving like a connection, and we overshare because it makes people like feel not alone, and we mess up a lot, but that's
we also
okay.
have each other, and that makes it gives us confidence too.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? Our kids love us. We love them. Really, that's what it's about. Like you can't mess. It's not about messing up. It's about how you feel, how they feel when they go to bed and when they wake up. They would never change you for 1 single second. You would never look back and want, I want a different mom.
Yes.
What you give them, it's just the love. So
Thank you guys so much for being here. It's a pleasure to see you again. Their book, Mom Truths, it's on shelves now, and everyone in our studio audience, you're getting your copy today. We'll be right back. Woo.